Hello, it's October 24th, Monday, and I'm John Evans. You're on the Small Town Network.
And I'm Scott Wilk, and you're watching Community News.
Yeah, coming up, we've got news on events and weather and birthdays and Rockwood School Report. We got a new one of those.
Yeah, and tons to do for Halloween. So if you're making your Halloween plans, don't go anywhere. We've got more events than I've ever seen.
It's a big one.
And it's from here to Etowah to Crossville. So stick around and like and share it. If you're a member of a local group, share it to a local group. But tons of things to do. So like and share. Don't forget about
our scary
YouTube channel, Small Town Network Live on YouTube. But stick around. It'll be in just a minute. We've got tons to tell you about for Halloween.
Yeah, we do. I want to say one quick thing, though, before we get into everything. I thought we'd put this to bed, but I just got a phone call from a guy in another county, and I'd helped him on some political campaign stuff before in the past, and he said, "Congratulations for running for mayor."
Yeah.
And, so I called him back and said, "I'm not running for mayor." Well, his wife had been up in her own county, I think at Walmart, and saw some Evans for mayor sign, and they just assumed it was me. And so I'm not running for mayor. I don't live in the city. I can't.
Neither's your mom.
Yeah, we posted a thing on Facebook. Go look at Mom's Facebook page and look at that. She did a little video saying why she's not running for mayor, that she is not running for mayor. And but while we're on the subject, we were watching Jaws with the boy Tom. We wanted to see 1 and 2, and it reminded me, that the mayor from Jaws 1 is still the mayor in Jaws 2.
That's right.
And complacency, in that case, got people eaten by sharks. So if you want change and if you don't want people to be eaten by sharks, get out there and vote. And just have an opinion, vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. Have your own opinion on who to vote for, but exercise
just
your
vote.
rights.
Yeah. They're really counting on you not to vote. They're counting on you to be lazy. And when you do that... And honestly, they can put out other people to run against the people that they want in because all it does is help their numbers.
Yeah, it just thins it out.
It's a numbers game, so vote.
Go vote.
Yeah.
And it's not me. Don't vote for me. I'm not running.
It's not Evans or John's mom, but do go vote. Yeah. And again, there's no better way if you're sick of what's going on. Just the other day, went to Hardee's over here, and it's like all the crackheads are hanging out at Hardee's, and I think it's the same one that was asking you for money because they're literally going to every single person that comes through the drive-thru asking for money. So, again, if you want change, exercise your right to vote. It's so simple. There's just no excuse for it. But
let's not get shark eaten.
But also had a great event at the Rockwood Event Center.
We did too. I was there, and man, I'm telling you couldn't have put another person in there.
Wow.
It was packed full, and I sold a ton of popcorn and hot dogs, and Diane was there helping me, and we raised a little bit of money for the museum. But the show was good. John and Cody were there before for the VIP section. And then they stayed after.
Had the General Lee there, I saw.
Had the General Lee out front.
Very cool.
Big sign on it saying, "Do not touch it." And of course, Bill had to say, as soon as I walked in, the guy that had the car, they said, "This guy's going to touch your car." No.
But go check out the Rockwood Event Center page. I'm sure he's got videos of that. But thanks to everybody that came out and supported the Rockwood Event Center.
Cody and John did a movie recently, and we're probably going to have him back and screen that movie.
Wow.
And so we'll be letting you know here about that, and so we look forward to that. And it's a good time to raise a little money, and people had a blast.
Yeah.
We had a guy flew all the way, and this is the truth. I was telling the wife, I said, you would think this guy from Sarasota, Florida, he and his wife would be the furthest anybody came. Nope. Guy flew in here from Germany specifically to go to the show.
Wow.
And he was a really nice guy. We had several people I talked to for a while that came from out around Jackson, Tennessee, drove 3 hours to get in here.
Wow.
And so people came from everywhere. And I don't think they heard about it on our show, but I told them about our show, and hopefully they'll be watching it.
Yeah. So, again, thanks to everybody who supported the Rockwood Event Center. That's always a good benefit for that, and glad it was a great turnout. Now, if you're planning for your Halloween, you better get your notepad and paper out or just copy this post. And don't forget, share it to your friends, share it on your timeline, because we have your things to do. which is brought to you by Mr. John and Evans Financial.
Yeah, Evans Financial is brought to you by me again.
Yeah.
And we're always talking about, hey, if you get those statements and you don't know who your guy is, you see the name, but you can't put a face with it, especially now when, Lord, if you look at the markets, they're up and they're down, and it's crazy. And what's going to happen next year, who knows? But there are some ways that you can put some protections in place and kind of help you through that. So any question about any of that stuff, or you just want me to handle your accounts for you, stop in and see me, have a cup of coffee, or give me a call at 865-354-1337.
Yeah, so go check John out. He's right there on Front Street, across from what used to be the park.
What used to be the park. And
yeah.
Yep.
So here we go. Here it starts your Halloween fun. There's a lot of other events mixed in there, but it's a lot of Halloween. So here we go. Tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, they're having a fright night at Riverfront Park in Harriman.
Yeah, you get to drive through it.
Yep. And so don't get scared and get on the gas and run
For
over
real.
somebody. I was thinking about that.
This event brought to you by Progressive Insurance.
Yeah, they're going to let the last car through at 9:30 or when the last guy gets run over.
Yeah.
So get out there early while they're all fresh and they're quick and then get away.
Yeah.
But that is tonight and tomorrow night.
Yeah, so go check it out 7:30 to 10:30 p.m. and you can email Martha Wilkinson.
It must take you an hour to get through because we're letting the last car through at 9:30 and so
must be pretty cool. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cool. Here's a cool on this date in 1415.
One of my favorite things, the Battle of Agincourt in 1415 in France. Now, it's one of the things King Henry V had a small force. They did a little tour going basically, hey, I have a claim to your throne. And the French were kind of being a little bit lazy and catching up to him. And they caught him there at Agincourt. And they spent the night, a lot of them slept in their armor. All the noblemen in France, a lot of them slept in their armor and near their horses, and the horses standing there and all that armor. Rained that night. And there's those starving poor old Englishmen down there. They got the Welsh longbowmen. Here come the French mob down in that muddy field, and they just slaughtered them.
Yeah, and they were way outnumbered by the French.
Yeah, and by some accounts, they captured 700 or 800 noblemen. They killed 700 or 800 noblemen, and they lost maybe 60 people.
Wow.
If you look it up, there's a speech, I think Kenneth Branagh does it in his version. It's the Shakespeare speech in Henry V. At Agincourt, and you want to talk about something inspirational, it is.
Yeah, very cool. So a cool way back in 1415. Here, as always, on Tuesday is our Bluegrass Jamming.
Yeah, they're still jamming in the bluegrass over there at the Bradbury Community Club, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. $2 to get in. They do have snacks and food. And call Murray at 865-458-3703.
Yeah, and here's our Cumberland County Farmers Market on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday.
Yeah, they're having that at Peavine Road and Stonehenge Drive from 6:30 to 12 in Crossville. And like I say, 3 days, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And AppalachianGrow.org for more information. And they're all supposedly local produce and local farmers.
Yeah. And then the cookie trucks in Kingston.
Cookie trucks everywhere this week, but
Yes.
It starts out in Kingston on the 25th at Ace Hardware.
Yeah, and then here's the cool thing, Food Truck Wednesday.
Yeah, and okay, so
Kazuku Hibachi.
there you go. I'm glad you picked that one.
Yeah.
Up. A Kazuku Hibachi in historic downtown Harriman from 11 a.m. to 2.
Yeah, but also as a part of that,
Yep.
they're going to have the cookie truck.
The cookie truck's going to be there in Harriman, so they're going to go home. They're going to reload the cookies. They're going to be there from 11 a.m. to 2 in Harriman.
Yeah, so go check it out, and you'll see the cookie truck one more time in the
One more
timeline.
time this week.
Here's a new thing starting on Wednesdays through the 16th of November.
This sounds really good. Now, I'm not trying to disparage anybody else that's there, and they're looking for vendors. If you want to be one, get a hold of them there at the chefsworkshop.com. But this Thursday, if you look right in the middle, it says Cousins Maine Lobster. That may warrant a drive over there to Kingston.
For real.
And either, it depends on whether I'm feeling good or not. If I feel like being nice, I'll take Mom. If not, I'll go over there and just take a picture of it.
Yeah.
And send it to her, because she is a lobster fiend, she is.
Yeah, so they're having a Wednesday night food truck rally for the next month, pretty much. So
4
it's
to
very
7.
cool. Yeah, so again, if you want to jump on that bandwagon, You just go to the Chef's Workshop and check that out. Also, still going on, I saw they posted this, but Wednesday's Oasis Children's Program.
Yeah, at the First Presbyterian Church at 429 Rockwood Street, they're having a weekly Bible school for kids. It's pre-K through 5th grade, and it goes from 6 p.m. to 8.
Yeah, and here's another cool way back in 312.
Excuse me.
The year 312.
312, Constantine's vision. Constantine was emperor there in Rome, and he's fixing to go in this big, huge battle, and he's worried to death. And he's trying to figure out what he's going to do. And in the sky, he sees a vision of a cross. And he prays right then that if he can win the battle tomorrow, he would convert to Christianity, end up converting the whole Roman Empire to Christianity.
Yeah.
And on that date, that's when that's when you start looking to Rome for your Christian leadership.
Yeah, very cool.
Instead of feeding you to lions, they started becoming Christians.
Yeah, and I think everybody's heard about Constantine's vision, but it's cool it happened on this date way back in the year 312. Yeah. So very cool. Here's our last showing of the cookie truck.
Yep, they're going to be at Young's Pharmacy and Central Time, 11 a.m. to 2. And so... Yeah, there'll be good new cookies. They're not going to bring you.
I'm sure they run out every time. I mean, they're so good. But so that wraps up the cookie truck. Now here comes a wide list of Halloween stuff. So here we go.
Oh geez, on the 27th it's starting. Frightworks Haunted House, and that looks like it's one of those professionally done places. So if you really want to go get scared, you got plenty of time left to do it. You got this week and next week. And go to frightworks.com. They're up in Powell.
Yeah. And go check out their website. I mean, if you want to see how professional it is, look at their website. Even that is spooky. So all that week through Halloween. So go check that out. Yep. Here's just down the street in Rockwood.
If you haven't got your pumpkins yet, go to First Christian Church, their pumpkin patch. And they've got little ones, they got big ones. I think they've got different colors. I saw some white ones. I don't know if they still got those.
Yeah.
But... go over there. They've got an honors box. If the guys ain't out there, you can pay for them and then take them home. Get your kids to decorate them or cut them up.
Yeah, so go check that out. Here's Roan State's Trunk or Treat.
Roan State's Trunk or Treat it runs over there in the student parking lot. You go in entrance B. That's up like towards the Expo Center, I believe, and that's 5 p.m. to 7. Took Tom over there one year, and it was a lot of fun. It was really packed. He got a lot of candy, and you need a little help eating some of it, and he got the help.
Yeah. Go check them out. Email fugatejj@roanstate.edu if you want to volunteer. Here's another one in Harriman.
Spooktacular Cruise-In on Roan Street in Harriman that runs from 5 to 8. Candy and cars. Your admission is candy. If you want candy for the kids, you can show your car.
Yeah, very cool. And if you want to get into that, contact Junior Hendrickson at the 250-6221. And here's the Trunk or Treat in Harriman.
Another thing in Harriman, man, they're killing it.
Yeah.
Trunk or Treating is for the city of Harriman in downtown Harriman, 5 to 8. Free booth spaces. Just contact thecityofharriman.net and they'll hook you up on your spot. But should be a good turnout for that.
Yeah, and here's your last chance to go out to Narramore Farms.
Narramore Farms, they got a pumpkin patch. That's this Saturday, 11 to 7, and Sunday, 1 to 7. $12 to get in, but they got a bunch of stuff. Now, Diane, saw a picture Diane did of 4 generations of her family.
Wow.
And they had a wonderful time, they tell me. But they got a little bit of everything, and go check them out. And so this is the last 2 days.
Yeah, the last,
28th and
a lot of this stuff is wrapping up at the end of this week, really Monday. This whole, usually we only do the stuff through Sunday, but because of Halloween, we've got all the events through Monday.
Yeah.
But yeah, last chance to do that. Last chance to go out to the Haunted Walk.
Oh man, that sounds funny too. I mean, scary too.
Yeah.
Haunted Hidden Hollow every Friday and Saturday night in October. So this will be the last Friday and Saturday night. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Fred Tollett Road in Crossville.
Yeah, 7 p.m. to 11.
Yes,
10 p.m. if you were Eastern. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Yes. I'm confusing my zones here.
Yeah.
But they got a guided haunted trail and corn mazes and bonfires, and so check them out on Facebook to find out more.
Yeah, very cool, very spooky. So much to do. While you're in Crossville, you can go check out the monster trucks.
And that's 28th, 29th, and 30th, the Monster Truck Chaos Tour at the Crossville Speedway. That's 5434 Highway 70 North.
Yeah.
And the monster truck, you go to tickets.monstertrucks.com.
Yeah.
And you get free tickets for your kids. Or if you don't have a way to print those, get a hold of me. I'll print them for you. You just come out and pick them up.
Yeah. So if you want to take your kids, you can take them for free. If you don't have a way, like you said, to print it, get a hold of John or message us on the Small Town Network, and we'll get you set up. Also, still the farmers market on Saturday at the lake.
They're going to have local farmers and local produce at the Kingston Farmers Market, and that runs from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. on 203 South Kentucky Street. And go to KingstonLakesideMarket.com for more info.
Yeah, and then the Halloween fun continues.
Yep, on the 29th, the South Roane County Volunteer Fire Department is having their trunk or treat, and that starts at 5:30, and it's 100 Paint Rock Road in Kingston.
Yeah, so that's Saturday. Also on Saturday,
Kingston's Fall Street Fest, and it goes around the courthouse apparently, and they got a car show at 8 a.m. to 11. You're going to have crafters, vendors, food, kids contests, costume contests, rather, live music and games and pumpkin decorating, and the trunk or treat starts at 2 p.m. I guess that'll be closing out that show, but that's the 29th.
Yeah, and it starts at 9 a.m. the car show does there. Here at our Shape Up Shopping Center.
Yep, on the 29th, they're having their trunk or treat for Express Employment Services, and that's going to run from 6 to 8. And that's, if you're using GPS, that's 1470 North Gateway Avenue in Rockwood. Yeah. And it's near Big Lots over there in the Shape Up Shopping Plaza.
Yeah, and they'll all be out there giving out candy. Bushel and Peck will be out there. The Big Lots is right there. Everything right there. So go check them out. We got tons of friends out there. So a lot to do on Saturday. And here's another one in Kingston on Saturday.
On the 29th, they're having their first annual Fall Festival at the New Midway Baptist Church in Kingston. That's going to run from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. They're going to have hay rides, they're going to bob for apples, face painting, and a whole bunch more. Yeah,
and then also on Saturday,
they're going to have a Fall Fest at Fairfield First Baptist Church. Yeah. And that's from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central. It's at 130 Town Center Way. They're going to have inflatables for kids to do. They're going to have costume contest, prizes, food, drinks, and a whole bunch else, and it's a free event for everybody.
Yeah, very cool. So much to do. And then here's one in Crossville again.
Another one. This is a Fall Festival at the First Church of the Nazarene. It runs from 4 to 7 Central Time, and they're going to have food, games, music, and more, and that's at 2565 North Main Street in Crossville.
Yeah, so much to do, and here's another one for Roane State at the O'Brien Theater on Saturday night.
Now, is that a play, Kindred Spirits?
I think it's a music show? Like music or something, yeah. And there's 2 shows, 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. But it says they're going to have Courtney Minton, Elizabeth Rose, Robin Maker, Arts in Motion. The Roane State Instrumental Ensemble is going to be there, and Roane State Playmakers. So
maybe a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it seems like a musical show, but very cool. $5 per person. They'll have costume parades.
And if we have confused you, call 865-376-0295 and tell them we confused you and get the right answers.
But do tell them you got confused here on the Small Town Network. Yeah. Another cool one in between all the Halloween fun out towards Arrowhead Resort.
Yeah, they're having a Bass Fest tournament.
Yeah.
Everybody's festing something.
Yeah.
It's first place is $5,000 though. And they're going to have 127 boats. And it's $200 a boat. We're going to offer you discount lodging if you want to stay there at the resort. So if you want to register, give them a call at 423-365-6484.
Yeah, but register now because, again, they're only accepting 127 entries. And you see 20th place is $400. Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah. So there goes somebody driving down Rockwood Street. But yeah, so go check them out, but register now because you don't want to miss out. And here's something at Roane State College.
Yeah, the Jesse Adcock team roping event at Roane State, and it's free to get in and watch, and that's going to run from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. in both arenas.
Yeah, and that's on Saturday and Sunday. Now here, back to Halloween stuff on Sunday.
Trunk or treat, it's on the 30th at Cardiff Baptist Church. That's 2170 North Gateway Avenue in Rockwood, and that runs from 5 p.m. to 7.
Yes, go check that out. Here's not Trunk or Treat, but Treat Street in Kingston.
Street in Kingston, the First Baptist Church there in Kingston. It's 215 North Kentucky Street, and it's going to run from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, and then here's one all the way. This is on Halloween Monday.
Yeah.
Out in Wartburg.
The city of Wartburg's having their fall festival and truck or treating, and that runs from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Courthouse Square. All vendors are welcome. Give Courtney a call if you want to be a vendor at 423-346-2323.
Yeah, very awesome. We've got some viewers from Etowah, so I always like to show the stuff that's going on there. And here's back in Harriman.
Roane County Senior Center is having a trick-or-treating costume contest, pictures and snacks. It's going to run from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at 130 Pansy Hill Road in Harriman.
Yeah.
Any questions, 865-354-0450.
Yeah, and then here's another trunk or treat.
Man, there's a lot of trunk or treating.
For real.
It's at Southwest Point there in Kingston by Morris Hill Christian Church. And it's from 5 to 7. It's got food, music, hay rides, candy, and more. And you can donate toys for their Operation Christmas Child.
Yeah, and then here's another one that's in Etowah.
Etowah, Street of Treats, historic downtown Etowah, running from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and between 5th Street and 12th Street.
Yeah.
And hey, if you're over 12, you're out of luck, but 0 to 12, hey, this is for you.
Yeah, and they're inviting all the local businesses, churches. If you don't have a business right on those streets, all the businesses will be out handing out candy, but they will invite anybody from the area. You can set up booths in the streets, so just call that number 423-284-9947. So that wraps up our things to do, which is lots to do. So much to do. And again, share this with your friends, share it on the groups. Because that way everybody will know. I've seen a bunch of different groups where they're like, people are like, when are the trunk or treatings going on? Well, there's tons of them.
There's tons of them.
And you basically got to pick, or you can probably hop from one to another if you really plan it out right. But that heads us into our local school news, which is brought to you by The Shop.
Excuse me. Hold that for a while. The Shop at 205 West Rockwood Street, right on the corner of Rockwood Street and Front Street. And all these ladies book their own appointments. So if you want Amber to cut your hair or do anything else, give her a call there at 865-466-2395. Those are the services she offers.
Yeah, and then Evelyn.
And Evelyn DeRossett is 865-354-0501.
Yeah, and then Larissa.
And Larissa, and she is 865-441-1277. And they do support local businesses. They want you to support local shops, and that's a great cause. But
good
I don't
prices.
know why you wouldn't, because look at the prices. You're going to save money there.
And you don't have to go far. It's right here downtown. Yeah, so very cool. As always, we're kicking off. Gosh, we'll look right here at the school calendar, but the next thing on the list is Thanksgiving holiday.
Man.
And then Christmas break. Like we're already almost through this first semester. It's unbelievable. But yeah, the Thanksgiving holiday break is November 23rd through 25th. That's Wednesday through Friday. And then Christmas break is the 19th through January 1st. Can't believe we're talking
actually
about
get out on the 16th.
Yeah, 16th is a half a day for students, full day for teachers. End of the first semester. I can't believe it. And then there again, if you're making plans for next year and when to take your break so you can take your kid with you on vacation, there's the second semester. And again, contact us if you want any of that. There's the in-service days for all our teachers that watch from all the high schools and staff development days. Here's your lunch menu. Today's chicken sandwiches, pulled pork barbecue tomorrow, spaghetti on Wednesday, chicken tenders and fish on Thursday, and then pizza or chicken noodle soup on Friday. I've been doing some chicken noodle soup myself.
I need some of that right now.
Man, Rockwood's killing it. They're still in it. They're the only ones still locally that are in it.
They beat McMinn Central 49 to 39. 10 point game.
Yeah, so they entered the regional championship. Some important stuff going on at Rockwood High School. It's AFSA filing night, and they're having a little lab, a little helping session for you, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it's basically all seniors have to have this filled out. We're not exactly sure what an AFSA RHSA is, but it's important.
God, excuse me.
And they're saying that it's going to be at the RHS Computer Lab, but what they're saying is you can park in the back parking lot and enter through the library. So if you go there, you probably are familiar with those locations. But basically, you can stop by if you need help filling out that paperwork, and they will help you out. Also this week,
their senior act retakes, all the ACT rather.
Yeah.
Did y'all take the ACTs?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
we took them too.
Yeah.
Some people take the SATs, I think.
We had to take both for some reason, but yeah. So again, that's going on. Also, there's a cool fall concert.
Yeah, it's at Rockwood High School and Harriman High School on the 27th, and it's at Harriman High School. Runs from 7 p.m. to 8:30 from the Fine Arts Department, I guess, at both schools.
Yeah.
And I bet you could stop on your way on the 27th and hit a trunk or treat or two.
Probably, yeah. And then there again, here is Friday's football game.
Yep. They're going to be at the York Agricultural Institute in Jamestown at 7:30, and it's a regional championship.
Yeah, good luck to them at that. It's too late to turn your money in. It was due on the 19th, but the Painting with a Beta Twist is on Thursday, so check that out. And actually, if you're just joining us, I know we've got some new people that saw John at the Rockwood Event Center event with John Schneider. We've been sharing this to all kinds of things. So first of all, if you're new, welcome. But if you didn't know, we are actually a part of Rockwood High School's curriculum. Mrs. Clement's journalism class, who are a very busy class. They do all kinds of different stuff from yearbook to providing a segment for our show every week. They do a podcast, all kinds of stuff. So gotta send a shout out to Mrs. Clement's class. But we have a new reporter for this week, Miss Anna Givens. So let's hear it from Anna Givens.
Hi, I'm Anna Givens, and I'm a student at Rockwood High School, and I'm going to be reporting about RHS news. Last Friday, Rockwood graduate Aaron Carter came to the academic pep rally and held a concert for the students. We also won the football game last Friday against McMinn. On Tuesday of this week, students will be taking ACTs. This week we have a football game at York Institute, and if Rockwood wins, they will be the region champions. That's the news this week for RHS.
Yeah, great job, Anna. Miss Anna Givens from Mrs. Clement's class. Great job, and great job to Rockwood High School's football team.
Oh man, they got a good team.
Yeah, they're doing good. They're going to the championship game. So, and again, if you go out there, send us some pictures or video from that. I would love to share that on next week's program. But also, don't forget, the Rockwood High School students have their Tiger Talk podcast. Look for that on Spotify. Mrs. Clement's class is so busy, but we appreciate them and appreciate everything they do for our show. Don't forget to get your Roane County High School band discount cards. Those are $10, and they support a great cause. Also, there again, we're right at the end of that schedule. We're in the championship rounds, and the championship will be November 5th. So great job to Rockwood. Hopefully they can go all the way, and we're pulling for them. Don't forget to get your Rockwood Ram cards, $20 each. Supports a great cause. And yeah, so that's awesome. Thanks again to Miss Clements and all of the Rockwood High School students. And we appreciate them all watching. Now that heads us into weather, which is brought to you by Shape Up.
Shape Up over there at the Shape Up Plaza is a great little gym. And try to get over there 2 or 3 times a week myself. Take Tom with me on occasion. Now they got a great floor out there for aerobics, and they have the schedule of classes. They've recently updated their membership packages, and but the beautiful thing is that, and I say this every week, if you happen to be an older person and you're on a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medicare supplement, there's a good chance that your plan will pay for your dues. So get out there and give them a call. You can go to this light dance cardio class at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays, or you can go to the toning class at 5:30 p.m. on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
But you want to do any of that, why not do it if you can do it for free, get healthy, get feeling better, and give Ken or Mary a call at 865-466-3966.
Yeah, and I appreciate Shape Up. Don't forget to go out there to the trunk or treat out there at the Shape Up Plaza. But we got to thank WVLT. Our weather is provided by WVLT Channel 8. And again, go download their 2 apps. We'll talk about that more. Got to thank Heather Haley and the First Alert Channel 8 weather crew, always bringing the most up-to-date information. And here's your 8-day forecast. Starts out pretty nice, 70s, but then here we go, low on, that's your high on Wednesday of 66, low of 49 that next morning. But then it's pretty much through the 70s. High school football night, it's going to be a great night, 73 degrees as your high. We got Kentucky at home for Tennessee on Saturday. Looks like the weather's going to be fine for that. Looks like the rain rolls in later in the night. And then your Halloween, 68 on Monday. And that's great trick-or-treat weather. Here's your local radar thanks to WVLT. And again, it's clear everywhere. It's pretty nice. We are in kind of almost a drought condition here in East Tennessee. So they're kind of hoping that the rain does come. But again, at least the weather's going to be great for Halloween. And we're very glad for that. So again, thank you to Channel 8 WVLT. Download their 2 apps. They got a news app and a weather app. That news app is going to come in handy very soon because pretty soon we're going to be having snowouts.
Yep. And
that'll let you know when there's delays or school closings or anything like that. They even do traffic on that.
You're definitely going to check out the traffic if you're headed to Knoxville. Get the weather app. They've got a weather app that's very awesome, and that'll alert you to all the local weather happening. So again, thanks to Channel 8 WVLT and Heather Haley and all the crew there for that. Now that heads us into our birthdays. So we've got some birthdays today. Corey Wolfenbarger, that's son of Pastor Gene Wolfenbarger at Pathways, or at the Gathering Church in South Knoxville. Also Kathy Rader Miller. And then here's some birthdays coming up this week. Farrah Harold, Renee Jolly, Pamela Bull, Luann Qualls York, Sharon Fuller, former Evans rather, Joe McCulley, Debbie Tongate Fuller, Ann Sperling Cameron, Candy Hurley, Brian Whitey Whitehead, Dana Paterka, Margaret Gold, Amy Smoke Roberts, married to my cousin Mike, and Andrea True. Yeah. And then my friend Jamie Martin, Warren Hanrahan, we called him Hammerhand because he's a drummer, Rachel Holder, my cousin Jason Wilk, Mark Kearney, Robert Anderson. He used to come out, I know he's been out to a couple of the Rockwood Fall Festivals. He's a guitar player, but used to be a part of Cowboy Church all the time. Big happy birthday to Mr. Robert. And Tasha Cordell, good friend of ours. And yeah, that wraps up the birthdays for this week. And if you have somebody with an upcoming birthday or something like that, we'll tell you a little later how to contact us. Birthdays, anniversaries, any occasion. But that heads us into other interests, which is brought to you by Country Tonight. Country Tonight Theater out in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Got to check out their show. Now, this is your last week to check out the regular show because November is right around the corner, and when November comes, so does the Christmas show. So you can go check out their schedule, countrytonightpf.com. Their matinee schedule now is, this week is Tuesday is a matinee, so if you don't want to go to a late show, they got a 3 p.m. show on Tuesday. Otherwise, every night there's a show at 8 o'clock p.m. You can check their website out, countrytonightpf.com, or give them a call, 453-2003. Now, here's some upcoming stuff. This is a very cool event. They contacted us, asked us to share. This is the Halo Salt Cave and Spa is having a Sultan Shop. It's a Christmas market. It'll be 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Jim Henry Event Center in Kingston. They're inviting all local vendors. They're going to be having free hot cocoa, pictures with Santa and the Grinch, live music, and so much more. So go look them up. Just look up Halo Salt Cave and Spa on Facebook, and you can get more information on that. Also, wrestling is coming in November, and Mr. John will tell you about it. Yeah, it's the, I think that's Mid-South Wrestling Association Championship. Wrestling here is a Thanksgiving bash at the Rockwood Armory. Doors open at 6:30 and it starts at 7:45. Now there are front row and general admission tickets. Kids get in free, under 5. But here's the deal: we are going to have some free tickets for that. We'll be giving those away soon. Yeah, we're probably next program because of all the Halloween stuff going on. We just don't want it to get lost in that, so we'll focus more on that
next Monday's show. Yeah, very cool, and cool. It's right here in Rockwood.
Yeah.
So check that out. Get your tickets now. Also coming up in November, this is a cool one up in Loudon, Tennessee. But it's the Show and Shine, and it's a car show that benefits the Toys for Tots. And again, like the one that we had this week where you just bring candy to enter, this one you just bring a boy or a girl toy or a gift, and there'll be prizes and much more, but it's going to be the Show and Shine at the Loudon Municipal Park, and there's the address. So go check that out. You can see that on Facebook, or if you need more information, just contact us. Wraps up the upcoming things to do. Something I wanted to share with you again. We talked about it. These actually, I think these events happened back in September, but October 8th, our friends at the Kingston Church of God Open Arms Fellowship finally got some video of some hoodlums, and I'll have you make sure I got the audio down because it's not really good. But watch these kids coming up here. Woo! Hey, you're on camera, and he knows it now. But they've been vandalized numerous times. I'll let that video play one more time. But again, you can look at our page. I've got the full video on there. But they were vandalized 3 different times.
Yeah, I'm glad you took the audio down, because if you heard the audio, you might falsely assume that they're from Newfoundland. Because they're using some language. That
a couple F-bombs in there. But they were vandalized. Kingston Police Department is investigating that video. But in the video, they mentioned the name Brent. And I have to believe that these are kids that probably live real close to there.
Somebody watching the show knows that guy.
Exactly. So on August 4th, August 13th, they were vandalized, and even one time before that. But this video is from October 8th. And if you have any information, please call the Kingston Police Department at 354-8045. And let's just get those kids to learn a lesson at least, because they've caused, I'd say, thousands of dollars in damage. They busted windows, doors, trashed the place. So again, contact the Kingston Church of God Open Arms Fellowship or the Kingston Police Department if you have information. And like you said, somebody knows who those kids are.
Those guys.
So again, if you have birthdays, events, fundraisers, anything like that, John will tell you how you can send us your information.
Yeah, get a hold of us at smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com. But probably the cheapest, not cheapest, it doesn't cost anything anyway.
It's
but
free.
The easiest thing to do and the quickest for you is probably just to message us from our page on Facebook, and we'll get it just almost immediately.
Yeah. Again, that wraps up a great week. Tons of Halloween things to do. I had to share this. As you know, the music you hear in the background is my friends Uzori. That's a Ukrainian folk band. And hey, that's still going on. All the war is still going on in Ukraine. Saw on the news, there's been a lot of talk about power plants and power stations being attacked by the Russian rockets. Well, that is true. I talked to Alexander last week, asked him about that. And he said, yes, their power stations have been attacked. They did lose power, but they already have power restored in his area. But the biggest problem that he was talking about they're having is the water. He says the water that's coming from the taps is water by definition, but it's not really water that they can do a lot with. He says that if they need water for cooking or drinking, they actually have to go and get water at special locations. So again, that whole war in Ukraine still goes on, and our thoughts and prayers go out to my Ukrainian friends. Be safe, and our prayers are always with you, and thank you guys for your music. But glad they're all still okay. It's still crazy. You know, things are changing. Kherson, the area there, keeps going back and forth. But thank you to my Ukrainian fans. They're always watching the show. So hello to you, my druzy, and we are always praying for you guys. But that wraps up another week here. Don't forget to like and share the program.
Yeah, please do that.
Just tell people, hey, there's a list of Halloween to-dos, because there is a list.
There's a bunch.
Yeah, so again, John is not running for mayor.
I'm not running for mayor. Mom's not running for mayor.
No. but there is Evans signs out there, which is very misleading. But anyway, that wraps up another week here on Community News. Next week's Monday's episode is going to be a little later because I have my first day at WVLT Channel 8 on Halloween. But we'll be taping the show later on, and we'll get all that straightened and figured out. But thanks for watching, everybody. And from everyone here at the Small Town Network, I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm John Evans.
Hey, and have a great week, everybody.
Have a good Halloween.